can't stop this.
All I ever wanted was a black Grand National. Being rational, give them what they ask for. It's not enough. Few solid left, but it's not enough. Few that are really step, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on it. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I made him mad. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I take the G-pad. Watching do it. We survived.
There aren't many quiet super.
In my circle, you can't fit. Don't too many be on some anti. I told her pull up. She asked me, do I? Right now I'm fresh as hell. Somebody take a flip. Pretty, back to back. Gang, back to back. Trailing me, back to back. A matte black, my rover, cha-cha, gon' show you, cha-cha, gon' back to back like Rose, a matte black, my rover, cha-cha, gon' show you, cha-cha, gon'
Ready? Reloading your shot!
that you can get away with it. You think the light won't be ever lit. It's almost over now, almost over now. Something on your chest, better get it off. There'll be no one left when we set it off. We ain't gonna take it no more, since it's almost over now, almost over now. You had plenty of time, there was no rush, but it was your dream to be like us. You're in dreamland, so you don't care. And as you wait, we're standing there. No, can't be me, I'm a rock star. I'm bombing on the top of a cop car. I'm a rebel, I'm a rebel, I'm a it's almost over now, it's almost over now. I guess you ain't heard that we slow guys. It's too damn late to apologize. When you see the mantle, look when you see the sun. It's almost over now, almost over now. You think that you don't have to ever quit. You think that you can get away with it. You think the light won't be ever lit. It's almost over now, almost over now. Something on your chest, better get it off. There'll be no one left when we set it off. We ain't gonna take it no more, since it's almost over now, almost over now. Just better get it off. Yeah. Get it off. Look, it's almost over now, almost over now. You think we're flying, we levitate. Just be yourself, don't ask us why. 'Cause if you don't, can't be me, I'm a rock star. I'm running on the top of a cop car.
GA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Hoosier State and Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Let's take over first down at their own 27-yard line.
They go play action with Richardson. That's to his tight end, Tyler Warren. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
A gain of 7.
And their coach told us the other day that they wanted to get him in a nice groove right out of the gate. And one way to do that, give him quick throws when he get the ball out of his hand in a hurry, as he did there.
Lets one go downfield for Pierce. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. You look at this Raiders defense, and they've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been a big play that's done them in.
And he is going to have a Colts first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. The Colts at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
When you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard. They played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
That's complete. It's Adnan Mitchell. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Makes it 3rd and 6.
Richardson looking to throw. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Ronnie Johnson picks it. And the Raiders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, might be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from Jones. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Colts, they have certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
A shotgun snap for Smith. That one complete to Trey Tucker. And he's going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got some turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Genty. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Colts are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to...
This is caught inside the 15. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
2-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Come on. Set. Hawk 70. Hawk Dragon 60.
Now Richardson. Got a man. It's Pittman. And he goes it in for the Colts touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now. And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll try and set up the screen to Genty. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. Throwing is Smith. And incomplete here to bring up fourth down as the rookie couldn't haul it in.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game. It's certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Fielded at the 20. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, we're going to milk the clock. Here, we just got to do ball control. This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
They run the option on second down. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Still going. They can't stop him. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tyler Warren, 69 yards. And the Colts have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I went, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Smith. They'll get this out to Ginty. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
Offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throwing now is Gino. That's complete. Ginty out of the backfield. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. they become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Back to throw, Smith. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To the air again, Smith. He sets to fire deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Genty will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Extra one by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Now Richardson back to throw it. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Richardson to throw. And that is incomplete.
One thing you have to see out of a rookie tight end is real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And Richardson looks to throw once more. Over the middle, complete. That's Mitchell. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 32-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Richardson looking to throw this. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Richardson. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman as the first half is winding down. And the Colts will extend their lead here just before halftime. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Breaks through the contact. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
The final shot here before break. Smith. His throw incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a ball and attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive. But get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard line. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive to about the 48-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offensive weapon.
Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone to the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start. But they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
And Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 16-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They got to get going.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up second down.
At the 19-yard line.
Gino now to throw. He'll drop this underneath for Gentry. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
That's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Short throw caught by Bowers. To give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it'll be second down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
He's going to loft one, deep left side here. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this was a little bit of the knock on him coming out of college. Sometimes the concentration can wander a bit. This should have been a big play, but somehow he's not able to corral it.
Now Smith. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The returners for 7. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready? Cowboy 80.
Now it's Richardson. That's to Ward, his tight end. And they work this well outfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
That's good.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Here's a tap forward by Richardson. Oh, great read by the secondary. They come up. To stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line.
Back at the 45-yard line.
The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
And they just did not get the snap away in time. That flag, that'll push him back 5.
Let's go now.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Richardson out of the shotgun. That is incomplete.
That's a good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. That was pretty obvious. He didn't let him catch it.
Agreed, and what's hard is you make that long run downfield to try and cover it, but you got to locate the football as well.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Smith. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And it's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
At the 39-yard line.
Now it's Smith. He'll find Genty out of the backfield. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Gain of 3 on the play. And the Las Vegas 1st down.
Now Smith. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Now then after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Out of the gun, Smith. Working downfield, he's got Thornton. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Dante Thornton, 48 yards. And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Carlson now to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Just the old school here. Let's get back to the basics. Get back to running your football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 5.
Here we go. Cook
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On the counter, it's Taylor. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Hit and drop behind the line by Shelby Harris. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
70, Timberwolves.
Richardson looking to throw. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
With the kind of game he's had so far, he had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball in his hands. Offense is moving a little bit, I'm back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now Richardson yet again. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell.
It's a gain of 6.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. A big one coming for kicker Eddie Pinheiro. This to perhaps salt this one away. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
This is 1st and 10. Smith to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got it at the 15. And he'll be taken down inside Indy's 15-yard line.
Well, they're not going to go quietly. That's a big play right there. 2 scores down. They're not out of this, but they've got to move.
1 timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try and set up the screen to Genty. And he'll take it into the end zone for a later touchdown. Ashton Genty. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Raiders are back within a score. Carlson on for the PAT. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Ready?
They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Ready?
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down.
Ready?
Again, it's Taylor. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. Fourth down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And he's going to have a Colts first down. And that should be the one that finishes this game off. A gutsy decision there going for it on fourth. But they got it, and that likely puts an end to this one.
Indeed, it was gutsy because there's so many other options they probably could have exercised in that situation. But they bet on themselves, and it paid off.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location.
I just wanna rock. Body area.
Damn.
MC, make another hit.
This ain't what you want.
Project.
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. 1600 block. I just wanna rock. I just wanna. I just wanna rock. Body out of ya. Shorty got that body out of ya. No time, set up. You gon' kill my vibe. Stand on my money, don't know my size. Pick them sides, and you better choose wisely. That's my high. 1, 2, 3, 4, throw up to 5. That's my high. Damn. 1, 2, 3, 4, throw up to 5.
MC, make another hit.
This ain't what you want.
Project.
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want.